Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm here to announce that my first ever solo photo book, Sunny, will be on sale on the 28th of March. So the little clips you saw at the beginning of the video were some behind the scenes shots of the photo shoot. The photo book is not digital, it's actually a real book made from paper, and may I say, very nice paper. It's 100 pages. Unfortunately, they're still being printed at the moment, so I don't have one in my hands that I can show you, but this is the official front cover of the photo book. It says Sunny up in the corner. So in today's video, I'm going to take you behind the scenes and talk about the process of making the photo book, then talk a little bit about why this photo book really means a lot to me, and most importantly, I will let you know where you can buy it from, because it is 100% available for international purchase. They're pretty happy about it. The first step of making the photo book was deciding what kind of photo book I wanted to make. So at my first meeting with the publisher, that's what they asked me, and my first answer was something like, "Duh, I know, good one." I kid. What I actually said was, since I'm 30 years old, I will probably mention that I'm 30 in every video that I've been making, because I feel like I just can't stop saying it. It could just be the fact that, I don't know, turning 30 is hitting me hard internally, and I might be having trouble dealing with it until I turn 31, in which case I'll probably say I'm 31 in every video. But anyway, since I'm 30 years old now, I wanted to show not just my cute side, because, you know, everyone knows I'm just a cute little bean, but I also wanted to show more of a cooler, mature, dare I say, sexy side to me as well. Reveal the shirtless pics. Nice. What I'm trying to say is there is a nice variety of shots in the photo book. So it ranges from, you know, cuter shots, some handsome shots, some sexier shots, just a nice variety for the whole family. I have been working out most of my adult life. I don't know, I was going to say surprisingly, I don't know how surprising it is. I don't usually take my shirt or clothes off that much at work. I've done it a few times, but I would say quite sparingly. So it was kind of cool to, you know, get the pitties out, you know, show everyone what my mama gave me. Guys, was that cringe? You can tell me. I feel like maybe this is part of the process of getting older. Maybe I just reached a new level of cringe that I previously thought was unobtainable. Unfortunately, no ass shots, guys. So just in case that was something you were hoping for, I don't want to get your hopes up. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's mostly just a, you know, upper body kind of thing that we went for. But, you know, if it sells well and there's another photo book in the future, I ain't gonna count out a little bit of ass. Give me some of that ass. So after deciding on what kind of photo book we wanted to make, the next thing was to choose the location. Since I live in Japan now, I wanted to show you guys places and things that are more unique to Japan. Shrines, temples, and cute, kind of heartwarming Japanese countryside vibes. I also really like being surrounded by nature, coming from Australia, which is a place that has a lot of nature around. But for the past 10 years, I've been living in very like dense metropolises, Bangkok and Tokyo. So I really want to take this opportunity to kind of get out of the city. So my ideal location for shooting the photo book would be some place that has a combination of all of those things. And the first place that came to mind was Kyoto. But there are a few reasons why we didn't end up choosing that as the location. That was because, one, it's a huge tourist spot, so there would be heaps of people there. And I'm honestly a little bit camera shy. I know, who would believe it, because I'm talking in front of a camera right now. But that's because there's nobody around and I'm in the comfort of my own home. I have had to shoot outside before in public places with a lot of people, and I'll be honest, I can't really relax very well. It's a bit scary. I get a bit self-conscious. So that wouldn't be very good for a photo book. And the second reason was I wanted to show not only international fans places and views that you've never seen before, but I also wanted to show Japanese fans somewhere that they might not have seen, because I think it would be a more enjoyable viewing experience if everything you saw was new. I guess I'm the main focus of the photos, but if you know the background and locations, you're like, oh, I've been there, been there. It's fine, but I wanted to make things just a little bit more kind of fresh and exciting. So that's when the publisher, they suggested a place called Sado Island. And honestly, it was perfect. It's an island located off the coast of Niigata Prefecture, which is towards the northern side of Japan. From Tokyo, it takes around 3 hours on the Shinkansen, which is like the bullet train. And then depending on the speed of the boat you choose, it takes another 1.5 to 3 hours to get there. So being an island, of course, it has the ocean, but it also had really beautiful forests, mountainous areas, and also that kind of rural countryside vibes that I wanted to get. So altogether, I was on Sado Island for 3 days. I don't want to spoil too much from the shoot, but I do want to share my favorite set of photos, and that was a set of photos that we took of me in a suit in the middle of the ocean. When I was discussing with the publisher what kind of outfits I wanted to wear, one thing I definitely wanted to do was wear a suit because, nothing nicer than Aladdin's suit. I kind of felt like wearing a suit in a fancy looking place like a hotel or somewhere like me playing piano, whilst I think it would look very nice, I feel like it's kind of normal and I wanted to do something a little bit more special, something that I've never done before. That's when the publisher and I decided to take the suit photos in the ocean. It was a really cool concept. So I start off like on the beach in the suit, and then go into the ocean and then take some photos in the ocean. And then as I'm coming back from the ocean back to the shore, I just kind of start taking off pieces of clothing one by one.
Spicy.
And the way the photos came out are really, really cool. We shot the photo book at the beginning of November, which is the start of winter in Japan. So the ocean was freezing. I think the coldness of the ocean made the photos more raw and my facial expression was more natural. Like it wasn't all about just like looking handsome, but it's about things being real. And honestly, it was pretty fun because I just liked the challenge of jumping into a really cold place and seeing how long I could be in there. About a month or two after the photo shoot was done, I went into my management's office to go and see the photos for the first time. And generally, I'm someone who doesn't really like to look at my own work. So when I'm in a TV series, I don't get a lot of enjoyment watching myself on TV. I have gotten better at it recently because I like to think of it more as a learning tool for future work. But when I'm doing photo shoots for magazines or promotional work, I don't really like to look at the shots as I'm doing the job. Usually I just go by the staff members' reaction. Like usually if you're doing a good job, everyone's like, oh my God, so cool. Oh my God, yes, work. And I just kind of feed off that kind of energy. And then they'll ask me, do you want to have a look? And I always just say, it's fine. I'll just, look at the like final product when it comes out. But when I went to the meetings with the publisher, one thing that they said to me a lot was that they really wanted this photo book to be something that I get enjoyment out of looking at and something that I can be proud of. And that really meant a lot to me because I was kind of like, I just don't feel like I'm gonna like this. I just don't feel like this is gonna be like anyway I'm gonna enjoy looking at this thing. But I actually really enjoyed looking through it. What's actually crazy is that my management in Japan is a company called Horipro and it manages a lot of talent. Quite a few of the staff members looked at the photo book. Even the staff member was like, damn, this is one of the better photo books I've seen in a minute. And I was like, preach. There were actually quite a lot of close-up shots of my face in the photo book as well, like really close, and they're pretty nice. Like even it's my own face, but even when I looked at it, I was like, yummy. That's a nice shot. I could appreciate it for what it was. Art. We made art. Because I started my acting career in BL, I kind of came onto the scene as a couple, as you do in BL. And then the projects that I was involved in after that, I was part of a larger cast of actors. And during that time, I didn't really do many solo activities, which is fine because honestly, there probably wasn't a lot of demand for it, which is why it didn't happen. And also, I always really enjoyed working with my friends. Side note, I've been really lucky in my acting career so far to work with really lovely people who I've been genuine friends with. But I think that whether it's our work life or just our existence in general, I think that as human beings, we kind of seek a level of recognition as an individual and sometimes want to do things independently, even if it means taking a few steps back. So just for an example, artists who are part of a group might leave the group or just take some time off from the group to do some solo activities, or sometimes people leave businesses to start their own. I feel like for myself, especially with this relatively recent move to Japan to continue acting, I've kind of gone off on my own path a bit. And to me, this photo book really feels like a sign of my achievements as an individual and that maybe I can achieve good or big things continuing down this path that I've chosen. If you would like to support me and my career, or you just like a book full of nice photos of this guy, please consider getting my photo book. Like like that's the thing. Like I honestly feel not. I don't know. I don't know if it's guilt. I feel weird being like, buy my stuff, but it's a big kind of milestone in my career, and honestly, I'm very proud of the photo book and how it came out. Yeah, if you'd like to purchase it, it honestly would really mean a lot to me. So if you've purchased it, thank you in advance, and if you're thinking about it, I also really appreciate it too. With that being said, let me tell you where you can buy it from. I've also put all the links to purchase the photo book down in the video description. The first place you can get the photo book is from Amazon Japan. Unfortunately, it's not going to be available on your local Amazon. You need to specifically go on Amazon Japan and make an account, but they do ship internationally. I should have mentioned the price. The photo book, as of this very moment, is $28 US. When I said as of this moment, I mean the price of the book doesn't change in Japanese yen, but it would change in your local currency depending on the exchange rate. But as of right now, $28 US, not including shipping. If you buy a copy from Amazon Japan, it is an unsigned copy. You just get a good old copy of the photo book. If you want to purchase a signed copy of the photo book, then you need to purchase it from the Kadokawa Store. So Kadokawa is the publisher of the photo book, and it's being sold on their online store. When you go onto the website, there should be a pop-up at the bottom of your screen like this from Worldwide Shipping. This is a proxy service that sends the photo book to your country. Then you click on Add to Cart, Proceed to Cart. Then on the bottom right, you choose your country, and then follow the steps from there. So those are the main two ways to get the photo book, but I actually do have some events as well. The first one is an online talk event. It's a one-on-one talk event with you and me, kind of like a Google meeting, I guess, and you also get the photo book. It's held on a platform called Talkport. If any of you guys have tried to buy things from Japan or just try and consume any Japanese media in general, you know that I don't know why. They just like to make things difficult. To use Talkport, you need to make an account on a website called Tenso first, and then you can make the purchase through Talkport. When you go on the website, if it's in Japanese, you just click on the top right corner to change the language. And I know that all of us with our short attention spans in this modern internet age, extra hurdles are a huge pain in the ass. But if you would like to participate in an online talk and also get my photo book, then please consider it. For the online talk, there are two options. The first option on the top is a 2-minute online talk. You also get 1 signed copy of the photo book, 3 unsigned copies, and 1 signed poster. The second option, which is down the bottom, is a 1-minute online talk, and you get 2 unsigned copies of the photo book. Once you choose which option you want, then you can choose an available time slot, and all the times shown are in Japan Standard Time. There's a lot of information. Unfortunately, I have to turn it to salesman mode, but it's just something that's available if you're interested. If you happen to be in Japan on the 12th of April, I also have what is called in Japanese an owatashi kai, which means that you can come to a bookstore, which I will be at, and I will actually give you your photo book personally, and we can meet in person. There are also different benefits you can get depending on how many photo books you purchase. As long as you purchase 1, we can meet in person and I will give you a book. The event is going to be held at a bookstore called HMV in Ikebukuro. To make a reservation, just follow where I'm clicking on the screen. Then you choose the time slot you want to attend and choose if you want to get 1, 3, or 5 books. Honestly, I know it ain't cheap. $28. I said it's $28 before. That's not including shipping. So including shipping, depending on where you live, it's going to be more pricey. And I know that in this current economy, not everyone has disposable income. So no pressure to get it. But if you do have some extra cash money and you want to support your boy, please consider purchasing my photo book. It goes on sale on the 28th of March. So up until the 28th of March, you can pre-order it so you can make sure you get your copy. It can still be purchased after the 28th of March, but obviously copies will be limited, and once they run out, it probably won't be printed again. I'm not 100% sure, but most likely. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in another video coming very, very soon. See ya!